Hey everybody! I am so excited to be a guest speaker. When I was asked, I was very excited and also very nervous. So I'm going to introduce myself. I also wrote notes and I'm going to tell you why. I am a total squirrel. I will squirrel so easily. So if I don't have notes, I'm going to be like, there are so many things that distract me. That is my issue. So my name is Faith Kayampa. Hey, Carly, am I fired up in February? I really hope so, because if not, I'm gonna have to start over. Just let me know I'm on the right page, because that has actually happened to me many a time. So my name is Faith Kayampa, and I am a star director of Faithfully Fragrant. I started Scentsy in October 2014. And let's just talk about that journey a little bit, why I joined. I joined because I had had a baby 6 months prior to that. First child, first and only child, let's put that out there. And a lot of women don't talk about what goes on after you have a baby. It's supposed to be the happiest time in your life. I did not have that experience. I had really bad postpartum depression and anxiety. Had a really hard time bonding with my child. And I'm going to be very open with this because I'm very open about mental health as it is. And I was not in a good space. And I was trying to get better. I was going to doctors. I was taking medication. I was doing everything. I was going to therapy. I was doing everything that I needed to do to get better for myself and for my child. And 6 months after, I was feeling pretty good. Just kind of felt lost. As a new mom, I felt lost. I didn't know what to do. It was all about my child, and I felt like I wasn't good enough. I wasn't keeping up with everything. And I feel like a lot of new moms feel that way too. Like, you still have to do everything and you don't. Like, who cares if the dishes aren't done for a few days? It's okay. You're gonna live. If you're a new mom, it's okay. You don't have to do everything. And I saw one of my friends join Scentsy, and one of the first things she posted was a Scentsy buddy, and it was a little chicken. And I was like, oh, that's cute. I'll get it for my son. So I got it for my son, and he was 6 months old at the time, and you should have seen his face when he first got it. We still have it. Love that chicken. It was Cluck the Chicken was his first Scentsy buddy with a Just Breathe scent pack. So that is what I got for him. And after that, I just thought, you know, maybe I could join this business to, first of all, get him all the buddies, since it brought him so much joy, all the buddies, and also get me out of the house and maybe help me with this depression and get back to who I need to be and do something for myself, because you have to do things for yourself. That's not selfish. Self-care is not selfish. So I really never thought about this. There were many times when I first started, I never hit shooting star. I never hit sensational start. I almost went inactive several times, let's be honest. And so my journey, I was just kind of chugging along. I did not have a fire. Let me tell you that. I did not have a fire. What lit my fire was, you know, I was making some money, and I was making some money here and there with my family buying. You know, I wasn't really doing parties. I was just posting on Facebook, and now I look at back my post and cringe. And I was like literally taking screenshots of the website and be like, I didn't even say anything about it. I just put my link. Faith has grown. Faith has grown from there. So we all have to start somewhere. But what really lit my fire was when I saw all these people who had joined after me going on free trips. They went on a free trip to Disney. That was the first incentive. Yeah, I think that was the first incentive. And I was like, they joined after me. Huh. And I reached out to my SSD, and I was like, is a trip even possible? Like, what's going on? I was at the point making enough money to make a car payment, which I thought was awesome. And she told me, she was like, trips are absolutely possible, and wait until Scentsy is paying your mortgage. And I was like, she's crazy. she drank some weird Kool-Aid and she's part of this club. But I put my mind to it. I said, you know what? I'm going to tell my husband I'm going to earn us this trip. Because what's the worst that could happen? I don't earn it. Yeah, maybe I'll make some more money. Maybe I'll learn some things. Worst case scenario, that happens. Best case scenario, we earn a free trip. So the next trip was announced, and it was to Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. And I was bound and determined. Bound and determined. So we worked really, really hard. Sponsored, trained, did things that were outside of my comfort zone, and that was the first trip that we went on, and then we have never missed an incentive trip since, minus COVID. Thanks, COVID. But other than that, like, that's what lit my fire. And after that, first of all, my husband has always been supportive, but after we went on a free trip, he was like, yo, Faith, you got this. You got this. I want to be a Scentsy husband. And I was like, okay. So he was like, what can I do to help you? You know, how can we make this into a business? And that has been my goal. My goal shifted from, hey, I want to meet new people, make a little bit of money, get out of a depression, to I went to meeting all these amazing women who were so supportive and so strong and who I looked up to the point where I was like, I want to quit my full-time job. Okay? That's like, it escalated quickly. What happened? And I was scared. I was scared to quit my job. I was making enough money with Scentsy to cover my full-time job, but fear held me back because this business relies on you. You are your paycheck. It's not like any other job where you just show up, even if you don't like have any customers in your store and you don't sell anything, you still get paid. It is not that kind of business. This is a business, you get paid with how hard you work. What you put in, you get out. That is hands down the truth. And that was scary to me. I was like, oh God, like, it's all on me. Feel the pressure now. And I got sick. I got really, really sick. Was it 2 years ago? 2.5 years ago? Right after we got back from Cancun. We went on a Scentsy trip to Cancun. And I just thought it was like a stomach bug. And it kept continuing. So I had to go to specialist after specialist after specialist to find out what was going on. It took me a 1.5 years to get diagnosed with my GI issue. During that 1.5 years, I was still currently full-time employed with my last job. And it's sad that you can't take care of yourself without somebody having to make you feel bad that you're missing work. And that's where I was at. It was every day like, do you have a doctor's appointment today? Like, you might have to work on Saturday to make up for the work you missed. And I didn't like that. But I was very loyal to that company. And luckily, I'm going to say this so oddly, luckily, I was let go from that job. I never thought I would be so happy to be fired. I know that sounds crazy, but physically I had to work on myself, and also it pushed me to be more into Scentsy. So that first month that I was let go from my job, I need an income disclosure. Do not come at me. I will put an income disclosure in the comments. I doubled my income with Scentsy in the first month. Within a year, I promoted to start director. And I have joy in this job. I love this job. This is what makes me happy. I'm not gonna cry. This is what makes me happy when I have a teammate who wants to quit their job or needs to make money to pay for daycare or medical expenses, and I can help them achieve that goals. That's what it's about. That is what it's about. So, okay. Let's just get back to the notes, because I'm going to squirrel. I'm going to squirrel and I'm going to cry, and we don't want any of that. So we reset in January. We're going to get fired up in February, and then we're going to make moves in March, okay? And I wanted to talk about a quote from the William Shakespeare. I mean, If anybody's going to quote, thank you, Michelle. If anybody's going to quote, like you have to quote William Shakespeare, violent fires soon burn themselves out. That is a true statement. So here's the thing of balance. How do we feed your fire without getting burnout? Because let me tell you guys, the burnout is real. At least once a quarter, I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. But obviously that's just because I've been burnt out. It's not that I ever want to leave this job. It's literally I've been burnt out. So how do you do that? How do you do that? You want to find your why. I know we talk about this so much, and it took me a long time to find my why, and I feel like your why will change. My why right now is that I want to be able to, my husband gets to retire in 4 years from the military. I want to be the sole provider because he has worked so hard for us and our family. I want to be able to let him do things that I was able to do because he was able to provide for us. That's what I want to do. I want to keep my kid in private school because he's getting the best education there. There's so many different things. So finding your why and writing it down, make your why be big. If your why is like, I want to make $50, you're probably not going to be able to sustain an excitement for that why. It needs to be something big, something life-changing. And that's up to you to find. Okay, the next thing is make a schedule that works for you. That's the best part about Scentsy. That is the best part about Scentsy. I make my schedule. I make my office hours. I don't have a boss calling me saying, where are you? What are you doing? I need you to do this. No. I make my own schedule. My office hours are from 10 to 4. And then I do coaching calls, throughout the week as they come. So my team is pretty good at respecting those office hours, and any other time is my time and my family's time. Okay, so make your office hours, and while you're doing your office hours, you actually, I know this is crazy. You actually have to work during your office hours, because when I first got let go from my job, it was so weird because I went from working 40 hours a week, then doing Scentsy at night, and then doing, mom stuff, getting my kid to bed, and I was just like, okay, I have too much time. There is such a thing as having too much time, and you don't know how to fill that time. I feel like if you get to that point in your Scentsy business, it's a good thing, but you need to make a schedule. I am a checklist person. That is me. I love to check things off. And if I don't have things to do to that day, I will not do anything. I will literally sit and watch cat videos. It's a waste of time. I don't need to do that. I need to be investing in my business, investing in my team, and moving forward. So find a schedule that works for you and do the things. Also, do things that bring you joy in your business. There are some things in this business that don't bring me joy. Labeling does not bring me joy. I cannot tell you how much I despise labeling products. It's not even hard, but I can't do it. So my son loves to label because he thinks it's cool. It's stickers. So if you ever get one of my products, it's going to have like a slanted sticker on it. I don't even care. I don't even care. And my customers love it because they know that Liam helped me package that order. So it's a win-win. He loves to do it. He gets like $1 for helping me, and he absolutely loves it. So do things that bring you joy in your business. I love talking to people about the joint opportunity. I love having parties. I'm typically a home party person and an event person because I really, really like people and interacting. So when those come back, I'm just going to be all up in it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Also, put your family and yourself before Scentsy. I know that sounds weird, because I'm like, Scentsy. But you and your family come first. There's nothing more important than you and your family and God. There's nothing more important. Okay, it's a business. If somebody texts you at 12 a.m., like at midnight, and they're like, what's the cost of this end of the month? Or I need to place an order. That can wait. That can wait. Or if it's dinner time and you're having a family dinner, put your phone down. You don't need to be making sales during dinner. It's okay. That person will still be there afterwards. Okay? Know when to say no. I love saying no now because I am a yes person. I am a people pleaser. And so when somebody asks me to do things, even though my schedule, guys, this is what my schedule looks like. And this is basically all Scentsy. I have a hard time saying no because I want people to be happy. Even if that comes at the cost of my happiness. So you have to realize what your limits are. Your limits might be different than my limits and vice versa, but you have to know when to say no. So you have to protect your time and your energy, and use it wisely. You need to use it wisely. Recovering people pleaser. Morgan, we should start a group, but we'd probably all say yes to the group and yes to the times. So I'm going to say no, but, yeah, you have to do that. And, do things that are good for your business. I think making samples is amazing. I think that making cute little molds is great, but do you have to do it? No. I now, after 6.5 years, take a crinkle cutter and put it in a bag and go to town. Because guess what? My customers still order it. It doesn't matter if it's pretty. It doesn't. I would rather focus my energy on growing my team, on training my team hard, and making sure that they know all the ins and outs and understand the no ceiling income. Once again, Michelle, she already posted the income disclosure. Don't come at me. Making sure that they're trained and doing income producing activities. Everything else is fluff. If you have a full-time job, and yes, a stay-at-home mom is a full-time job, which should have free wine, don't do the fluff. Cut the fluff out of your business. What is going to take you the furthest in this business? Growing a team, having high PRV, doing all the things, training. Who cares if you don't have a YouTube page? Oh my God, you don't have a YouTube page? You can't be a Scentsy consultant. Just kidding. You can sponsor and you can train and you can have high PRV. This is what it is. Morgan, I joined October 2014. So, we must have joined around the same time. So yeah, do those things. You don't have to do everything. Just do something in your business today that is income producing. Okay? That's all I ask of you. If you guys just do what you need to do, keep it simple. I used to do all these things and get so overwhelmed and get so burnt out. Like, this person is doing this system, so I need to do it. That's what I need to do. This person is creating all these graphics on Canva. I need to do that. And I got so distracted that I forgot the actual cause, like the root of Scentsy, which is simplicity. It's simplicity, guys. Keep it simple. Keep your joy. Find what brings you your joy and your fire and feed it consistently. Because in March, aren't they going to announce an incentive? And we need to keep it going. And just Spread that love throughout your team. Spread positivity. Give them everything that you wanted to have when you joined. That is the best advice I can give you. Yes, most of the time when we're stressed out, it's because we brought it on ourselves. We're trying to do more than we can handle. Yep. And I can tell you right now, if you're spending hours making graphics on Canva, if you have that time, that's fine. But I can guarantee you, if you had sponsoring conversations within those hours, you're gonna help other people make money. You're going to grow your team. Just think about it. Weigh your options on what you're doing. If you have little time, which a lot of us only have a little time, because I remember working a full-time job and doing this and being exhausted, and every single weekend I would do home parties, and it burnt me out, and I almost quit several times because I was doing too much. Now I streamline. I teach my teamies, my new teamies, how to streamline their business. What's most important? Let's book your parties. Let's teach you how to schedule posts so you're not worrying about doing all the other things. Let's teach you how to do easy follow-ups. Let's teach you how to do easy customer care. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Go to the dollar store, get a thank you card, write something in it, put a cent circle in it. If your packets aren't big and bougie like some SSDs, guess what? They didn't start there either. You only see where they're at now. If you want to see where I was, go on my Instagram and go down to the very bottom. Go down to the bottom and you'll see. And be like, oh. But that's called growth, and we all go through that, and I'm still growing. I am still growing. You are still growing. Growth is progress. Progress over perfection, baby, any day of the week. Your fire counts. Okay? I love you guys. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. I don't know if we're supposed to do questions in this. I'm just doing what I want. If you know me, that's just how I roll. So if you have any questions for me, let me know. So you're stressing about People Canva logo. Yeah, you don't need no logo. Branding is important, yes, but if you're not securing your 500 PRV and at least one new teamie a month, you don't need no logo. You don't need no logo. Okay, don't worry about it, boo. Use your beautiful face. It's free, and it's right here. Just take a picture. Just take a picture. It's really, and I really wish that I would had done that earlier in my business, because I was doing way too much, and my fire got too big, and then it was like not fun anymore. And that's when you're going to have issues in your business, and you take a step back. Instead of quitting, take a step back and say, I need to reevaluate these things. I need to take a reevaluation of my business, of what I can cut, what I can't cut, where I need to reprioritize. That's all there is to it. That's the difference between somebody who stays with this business and somebody who gives up. That's all there is to it, is the perseverance and really looking at themselves and looking at what we need to do and reprioritizing things. I have to do it all the time. I still haven't found the perfect secret sauce. I'm just living life. That's all I'm doing, and I'm doing the best I can. And just know that as long as you're doing the best that you can, you're doing what you need to do. So does anybody have any questions for me? Like I said, I don't know if we're supposed to do Q&A, but we're going to go for it. If not, then I will pop off. Yes, Cindy, and use that beautiful face. It's just so easy. Just keep it simple, guys. Keep it simple. Say no. Find your joy. I should write a book, and that's going to be the 3 chapters. And the book will be $99.99. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. Thank you for asking me to be on this page. I feel so blessed and so honored to be up here with like some big dogs. I was like, I saw Morgan's name and I got kind of nervous. I was like, I guess I'll do it. Sure. Why not? I don't know what I have to say that's going to be any different or of any help, but hopefully this was helpful, and I hope you guys are having an amazing Tuesday, because that's what day it is. I know what day it is. And be the best you, and have a good day. Bye.